Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the English podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack.
And I hope you're having a soft, peaceful day. And if your day is not peaceful, it's okay. You're here with us now. On this channel, we help you practice real, everyday English.
Jake. Hey friends, Jake here. And listen, if your brain feels a little too loud today, don't worry. You're in the right place. Emma and I brought tea, warm socks, and a safe little corner for you.
Exactly. Today, we're talking about something almost everyone experiences, but nobody likes to admit. Here's a little hint for the topic. It's something that happens inside your head, quietly, slowly, and sometimes all night.
And it doesn't ask permission. It just arrives like, hey, did you remember that embarrassing thing from 5 years ago? Let's think about it right now.
Yes. Okay, learners, what are we talking about?
Overthinking.
Before we start, if you enjoy learning English through natural conversations like this, warm, friendly, simple English, please like this episode and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow.
And if you want to speak English with more confidence, stick with us. We're learning together.
So, Jake, tell me honestly, are you an overthinker?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a professional overthinker. I can overthink simple things like, should I text Emma a full paragraph or a short message? Then I think for 20 minutes.
Hussy, it's true. Sometimes I send you hello, and you reply 3 hours later like, hi, sorry, I was thinking about how to say hello.
Because I care about my hellos. They need emotion, energy, soul.
Right. Very deep. But yes, many people overthink small things. For me, I overthink decisions like, should I start painting now or after lunch? Then suddenly it's dinner time.
I think people overthink because we want life to be perfect. We want to make the best choice, say the best thing, not make mistakes.
Yes, and sometimes overthinking comes from fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of what if?
What if I say something wrong? What if people laugh? What if I try and it doesn't work?
Learners, listen. Your what if thoughts are not facts. They're just thoughts. And thoughts are like clouds. They pass.
Oh, big one. Many English learners overthink before speaking.
Yes, they think, is my grammar perfect? Will people understand me? What if I make a mistake?
Let me say this clearly. Mistakes are your teachers. Don't avoid mistakes. Collect them.
Yes, mistakes help you grow, and we're here to help you feel safe speaking. Jake, give me an example of overthinking in daily life.
Okay, imagine I want to order food at a restaurant. I look at the menu. I panic. I read everything. Twice. I think, should I get the pasta or the burger? What if I regret it? And the waiter is standing there like, sir?
Hussy, I can see you sweating. My overthinking example, when I send voice messages, I record, I delete, I record again, I delete. I think, I sound tired. I sound too happy. I sound too serious.
Classic overthinker behavior.
Let's talk about that inner voice, the one that talks too much.
My inner voice is dramatic. It loves saying things like, Jake, what if everything goes wrong today? Calm down, voice. I'm just making breakfast.
My inner voice is like a worried grandmother. Emma, take a jacket. It might rain or snow. Or maybe a storm will come.
Your inner voice is loud, but you are in control, not the voice.
Tip 1. Talk out loud. Say your thoughts. Speak them clearly. When you speak your worries, they become smaller.
Tip 2. Breathe slowly. When your brain runs fast, slow down your breathing. Your mind will follow.
Tip 3. Do one small action. Overthinking stops when you move. Just one small step.
Tip 4. Say, "This is not a problem for future me." Then, future you will handle it beautifully.
I want to share something. A few years ago, I used to overthink everything. I was afraid to start painting. People won't like it. What if it's not good enough? What if I fail? And Jake told me something that changed me.
Oh, what did I say?
You said, "Emma, someone out there needs your art, and you're stopping them from seeing it." That line, oh my God, I cried for 1 hour.
I said that? Wow, I'm wise.
You are, hussy. But seriously, listeners, sometimes one sentence can change your whole direction.
One time, I was overthinking at the grocery store. I couldn't choose which cereal to buy. 15 minutes. I was frozen.
I believe it.
A kid came next to me, looked up, and said, "Sir, it's just cereal," and walked away.
Kids are honest, sometimes too honest. Many people overthink old memories. Something small they said, something that already happened.
You can't change the past, but you can learn from it. That's the beautiful part.
Yes, the past is a teacher, not a prison.
Let's talk about night overthinking, because that is a whole different world.
Yes, you're in bed, lights off, ready to sleep, and suddenly your brain wakes up like, "Hello, let's think about everything you've ever done."
Yes. Learners, if this happens to you, you're not alone. Lots of people think too much at night because it's the only quiet time.
One trick I use, I say this sentence: "This thought is not helpful right now." And it disappears slowly.
My mind is running. I can't stop thinking. I'm stuck in my head. My thoughts are too loud. I'm overanalyzing everything. I'm thinking too much about it.
Use these when you talk with friends, teachers, anyone.
When you take action, even a small one, the noise becomes quiet.
It's true. Action is sunlight. Overthinking is fog. When sunlight arrives, the fog disappears.
Ooh, poetic, Jake. Thank you. I'm dramatic by nature.
So listeners, if you overthink, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you care.
And you can train your brain to worry less. You can speak English confidently. You can trust yourself more.
We're proud of you for learning with us today.
Exactly. And remember, you're growing every day, even on days you feel slow.
Thank you for spending time with us. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders. You're doing great.
We're here for you, always. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.